we never met, although we never met, but I have heard a lot about you already. So it's a pleasure to meet you for the first time. Well, online, virtually anyway. So well, thank you for joining us. For everyone that's listening right now, is we will start in very, very short, like almost we're gonna start like right now. So first of all, thank you everyone for joining us today. And again, today's workshop will be done in English. Presentation will be in English. Josie, do you speak French or other languages than English?
Yes, I do speak French. So I speak French and English, yeah.
Oh, mon Dieu, c'est bon. Okay, so for those of you that's listening right now, if you have any questions in French, by all means, you can put them in French, and we'll try to we'll get to you. But the entire presentation will be in English. Yeah. So and of course, if you could put your questions in English, that would be great. And at the same time, let us know whether if you're listening for the first time and where you're listening or watching this webinar from. So that's always a good thing. So we'll be watching that. We'll be monitoring the chat box as we go, as usual. And as usual, we will have the presentation and then follow with a Q&A session. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Shaw Kwan. I am the VP for Global Outreach at G-TAC, Global Talent Alliance Canada. And it is my pleasure to welcome Josie to join us. She will be doing the, hold on a sec here. Just gonna go like this.
Sean, just a quick thing that I wanted to say. So for people who speak French and they, I'm okay to, if they can, if they have any question, they can ask the question in French and I will be able to answer that in French as well.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. So there you go. You heard it from the speaker. Yeah, if you want to put your questions in French, by all means do so, and then we'll reply in French. Of course, we're gonna, as I said before, predominantly this is an English presentation. So even if it's French, we're trying to translate it for all the listeners that does not speak French. Okay. Today's topic is how to successfully land an accounting job in Canada. And we're honored to have Josie Gomez with us. For those of you who is not familiar with Josie, Josie Gomez, who is a CPA, a Chartered Professional Accountant, CGA, Certified General Accountant, and MBA holder, has extensive experience in accounting, auditing, taxation, and business advisory services. She started her career in public practice as a Chartered Professional Accountant, CPA, and later joined one of the Big Four accounting firm, KPMG, in Ottawa on Elgin Street, with a senior role. Eventually, Josie founded her own company, Zibo, to provide bookkeeping, accounting, tax, and CFO services for nonprofit and small businesses. So we're really, really happy to have Josie with us today. Now, before we go to the presentation, just want to let everyone know a little bit about GTAC. If this is your first time, we're definitely a trusted partner for many over 400 employers across the country, from coast to coast to coast. And we also work with municipalities and provincial governments as well. So later on in a few slides later, you'll see that the upcoming events next week. There are 2 workshops coming up for province of New Brunswick. Okay, and we are the host of the Canada's largest online job fair as well. We've done it 10 times already. The last one took place on October 5th and 6th. Not sure if any one of you joined that job fair. I have a breaking news. Originally we were planning to have our 11th national virtual career expo in the fall of this year, but due to many people's requests and many employers' requests, we are now planning perhaps to have the 11th National Virtual Career Expo in early April. Okay, so stay tuned on our website and on our LinkedIn. We'll provide more information as we move closer to that date. So for those of you that's again for you joining us for the first time, you'll see that we provide about at least 2 to 3 live workshops each week. Although January has been a very, very busy month, and February is going to be another busy month as well. So you'll see that all our workshops is related either to job readiness, resume clinic. What are some of the things you need to do for example, like today, if you want to practice accounting in Canada. So there's a lot of labor market information as well. Yesterday, we have someone from BC. And then last week, we have a multinational from Vancouver. So all this is to provide you with some of the latest labor market information and sector-specific destination, as well as you get to talk to employers directly. So, as I mentioned earlier, is next week we are partnering with the government of New Brunswick to talk about their health workers, professional health workers. So on Tuesday, February 1st, that session will be in English. It's talk about the make your move to New Brunswick and talk about all the registered nurse, practitioner nurse, PSW personal support worker, and nursing assistant, anything and everything about nursing, all the opportunities, even for people that's outside of Canada. This is actually specifically targeting people from outside of Canada. So on Tuesday, February 1st, from 9 a.m. to 10:15 a.m., it will be in English. And on Thursday, February the 3rd, again, from 9 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. in the morning, it will be entirely in French. Okay, so Tuesday in English and Thursday in French. Okay, merci c'est en anglais et jeudi c'est en français. Le jeudi prochain. Oui. Okay, so and of course, any one of you want to keep track with our events, please just go to GTAC, www.g-tac.ca, and click on upcoming events, and you'll see all our live webinar events listed on our website. And any of the events that interest you, by all means, just click on register and you can join. There are space limitation, obviously. So if anything you like, join right away. And the best thing about it is it's absolutely free to participate. Okay, without further ado, I am now gonna pass the mic to Josie, and she will talk about how to successfully land an accounting job in Canada. Josie, the mic is yours. By the way, Josie, do you want me to change the slides, or you want to have the control and you change the slides on your own?
Yeah, I think I don't want to make you work so if you can just give me the control and I will do that.
Okay, so what you need to do is we're going to pass the control to you. There's a 30-second delay. So while there's a little delay there, you can talk about yourself.
Okay. Well, hi, everyone. I thank you so much for being here with us. We really, really appreciate it for anywhere. So I hope we know where you're coming from. And my goal is to make sure that you come out of this workshop very fulfilled and also hopeful for the future, and knowing that everything is possible in Canada. So that is my nice to meet you, nice to meet everyone, and I'm happy to be here. So, well, a little bit about myself before I get the control. Well, my name is Josie, and so I've been in Canada for over 20 years now, and I came here, and honestly, it's the best country that I could ever even dream to have. And so I'm a CPA, and I'm the founder of Zivo, as Sean just mentioned, and I'm also accounting educator at the G-TAC. I teach the small business accounting, tax, and payroll in here, and I'm also expert advisor for businesses through Invest Ottawa, which is the economic global thing in Ottawa here. Prior to that, I used to be an auditor, but now, I started my career in a public accounting firm. Basically, I combine both the public accounting and also the corporate world, which is great. So I know how to do audit, tax, payroll, and everything. But what I really like to do is, which is my passion actually, is to help people. I like to help, first of all, fellow immigrant like myself. It's not easy to leave our country and come here. So my plan is really to help us, immigrant like me, and then empower them, find them, giving them the chance to really integrate and also find a way and be successful in whatever they want to accomplish in this beautiful country. I also like to help small businesses, leaders understand their numbers so that they can make a better decision for the organization. And, basically also like to help everyone who, think that accounting or finance is something that it's difficult. So I like to make it easier and simple for them to understand, that numbers is, actually I try not to make them afraid of, anything accounting. So that's pretty much about me, but today is not about me, it's about you, and I'm here, and I really hope that you get something from my presentation today.
Okay, Josie, you do have the control now. Maybe you want to click on your mouse just to try to see if it works. Okay. And I just want to remind everyone is, it works, good. Yes. So I just want to remind everyone is, Josie have just mentioned that she also teaches the accounting class at G-TAC. Our next class, accounting class cohort will start on Monday, February the 14th. Yeah. So any one of you that's interested in this course, by all means, get in touch with us. I will put in the contact information in the chat box shortly. But the last time I heard is like we only have like maybe, I think it's 2 or 3 spots left. So if you're really interested, by all means, get in touch with us. I'm going to put the contact information in the chat box now. Okay, go ahead, Josie.
Okay. So today's agenda, I wanted to start by the agenda. So what I'm going to talk about. So number one is who is the program, the program that I'm going to be talking about is for, whether it's suited for you. And also we're going to focus on the benefit of, GTAC in terms of career focused training organization, what you're going to learn from my presentation and where this program will lead you to. And then we're going to, wrap it up with any questions that you might have for me. So, so this program, who this program is for. So number one, the program is for you if you want to make a smooth transition to the Canadian workplace. That is the number one. And I wish when I came to Canada, I have something like this one here. It will be much easier for me. So honestly, I'm speaking from my heart. This is a good place. When you're coming here and you have your credential, you have the experience, but you don't know the Canadian experience, this is a place where you need to come and you're going to learn everything, which I'm going to go over. And the second thing is this program is for you if you want to strengthen your accounting skills, knowledge, and expertise to qualify for jobs, matching education and experience in Canada. It's not like you don't have the experience or the expertise, but now we are talking about the Canadian one. So that is what the program will help you gain. And the program is also for you if you're looking for a quick and practical combined program that teaches you bookkeeping, accounting, payroll, tax, and the industry software that we use actually in Canada, the number one, which is the QuickBooks. And finally, I don't know, for those of you who are already in Canada, I'm sure that you have heard that many times. Do you have the Canadian work experience? Do you? So that's why when you go to the interview, those are the questions that you're going to get. And if you're really tired of hearing that, well, this program is going to help you because at least you'll be more, confident when you go to the interview and knowing that the question that they might ask you, or if you're talking about GST, HST, payroll, you will be able at least to hold a conversation during the interview and, overcome that Canadian work experience barrier. So I already talked about myself, so I'm going to jump right into the benefit of the program. So the program, the training, so the main benefits are, number one, you're going to learn how to use the most popular software, which is QuickBooks. I mentioned that, and you're going to be certified. So at the end of it's like very intense with my colleague Mohammed. He's going to teach you how to use properly QuickBooks, because that's most of the company and organizations in Canada, whether it's profit or non-for-profit organizations, most of them use QuickBooks. So knowing how to use QuickBooks and be certified, it's very important. So the program will teach you that. And then the second thing is, you know, again, the understanding of the Canadian. So yes, most of you are, I'm sure that you're already financed, and I saw in the chat, some of you already, you have like 10 years of experience in finance and accounting, which is great. And accounting is universal, right? So it's the same debit and credit. I agree with that. But in Canada, we do things differently. We have our Canadian standards. You know, we follow ASPE, we follow the tax. So those are the things that you need to know to be able to, you know, hold in the job and also find a job in finance. And that is what we're going to teach you. And by the way, that is what I teach. So my class is small business accounting, and I go over that. I go over the Canadian standards when it comes to, you know, how to record things properly for the accounting side. We go over the GST, HST. We go over, which is, by the way, sales tax. And we also go over the payroll and how to record things properly to be able to provide, you know, the management report that management or leaders need to make a better decision about the organization. So that is what I teach. And then after that, the program also going to teach you other things such as, you know, design that for the fact that it will help you, you know, show employers that, you know, even though you are new in Canada, you do have the skills and you are equipped to transition and find a job easily. And lastly, the program also provides you with all the essential knowledge, and again, about the accounting, tax, and the business environment to help you find a better job. So the focus actually of the program that we offer is the fact that it's honestly, you know, because we already study, right? So if you're in finance, I'm sure that you have spent many years already studying and everything. So the program, it's more practical. So yes, we're gonna go over some theoretical stuff, and which is, you know, essential, but mostly you will see, for instance, in my class, I go over a detail of how to record things, even though again, debit and credit is universal, but how we do it here, what do you need to take into consideration when you're recording. So, and also, for instance, the QuickBooks, it's practical. You're going to have a lot of case and Mohammed will go over each section with you to understand. So it's really hands-on training that focus on skills needed for the first job or your second job in Canada. And it's a full cycle covering multiple position and industry, which I'm going to go over. And, you know, all of us, we are experts in our industry, and, you know, you're going to have access to, you know, people like myself who are working, and we have the experience to really guide you throughout the program so that you can be successful in whatever you do. So what are you going to learn? So this is what I actually teach. So my class is small business accounting, as I mentioned. And so we're going to go over the cash flow, business cash flow, which is the number one thing that we need to know, making sure that the organization has enough cash to face its responsibility. We go over the financial statements. We talk about, you know, how to calculate and record fixed asset for accounting and tax purposes. Excuse me. And then sales tax, and we do payroll and other. So in addition to payroll in Canada, we have other statutory payables that we have to take into account. So we're going to go over that month end, year end, you know, and then we could do like a basic corporate income tax, also sole proprietor income tax calculation. So this is not all of the things that I cover, but this is like, I'm just giving you a better idea. And these, you'll see that if you're looking for a job, those are the things that you will see in the requirement. Do you have experience in this kind of thing? Yes, you might have it, but then you have to add now the standards, the Canadian standards, because that is what, you know, management is looking for. They want to make sure that if they give you the key to the finance department, you will be able to do the job with maybe no or a little supervision. So that's why we cover. And then the second class, the other program, the other class is the QuickBooks that I was talking about. So Mohammed will make sure that you go from 0 to hero, and then you are able to, get certified, be able to feel confident, and write in your resume that you know how to use the QuickBooks if you haven't already know that. And the third one would be the taxation. So yes, I covered taxation in my class, but it's more practical. But you do need the theories, know how things are being done. So taxation will help you as well, and it covers everything from personal taxation, basic tax planning strategy, which we really need, and also corporate tax based, whether it's for both federal and provincial tax. The fourth module is auditing, which is really important, because not only we have to take care of the business, but we also have to make sure that the business is in compliance. So this module here will help you, kind of, again, in the standard, like what we do here, make sure that, you understand what we need to take into account, and also be in compliance when you're recording things. And then the fifth module will be the non-for-profit organizations in Canada. So this one will cover the most up-to-date accounting standards and practices in Canada, which focus on the Canadian accounting standards for not-for-profit organizations. So this is also another module, especially for those of you who may are interested in working in a non-for-profit sector. So this class will help you. This module actually will help you understand how things are run in a non-for-profit. And the last module will be the professional ethics for accountants, which we really need, because sometimes it's really important that you understand the context of we are accountant, but we also have to follow some kind of the common professional ethic issues that you can run to in the workplace, and how to deal with that in the workplace. So after completing the programming, after that, I can assure you that this is the type of job position that you may consider. So assistant controller, senior accounting clerk, intermediate accountant, accounting assistant. So basically, I'm not going to go over all of them, but this just going to give you a better idea of what you can get, and be confident, because again, the goal is you have the experience, but after completing the program, because you might be intimidated, like, oh yes, but I don't know if I'm qualified, or if when I see a job posting, I don't know if I will be able to do that. But well, after honestly going through all of the 6 modules that I just talked about, I can show that you will see that you're going to meet like most of the job description of these positions. And another thing is, in a program, especially in my class, is after I usually invite someone from Robert Half, and Robert Half is like one of the biggest recruiting firm in the world, actually. And sometimes she comes and she's going to provide you some sort of advice, also how to ace your interview, how to make sure that you have a great resume, present yourself. So also, again, the program it's actually going to help you, because you will be better equipped and to land an accounting and finance job in Canada. And basically, this is kind of a free tip in the middle of what I'm doing is, traditional capable jobs. So that if you're looking for a job, for instance, you have to go on LinkedIn, make sure that you have a nice profile, professional profile. You have to go to Indeed, and other financial accounting, financial firms and financial institution website. And another one is Wow Jobs. Those are the places that you can see if you're looking for in-person jobs, position. You might need to go to these places. Otherwise, if you're looking for a remote capable job, well, you have Flex Jobs angel list, and also remotive. So those are the things that, just to give you a taste of what we talk about. So we don't just, go over the modules and then tell you, okay, here's what you have to do. We're trying to help you as much as we can so that, you have all of the insight and be ready to really be successful and land the job in Canada. So after that, you're going to also have, you have the 101 career counseling that you're going to have, which is going to be like to book a 101 section with the GTAC career consultant and for your next step after your training. And you're going to also, you also have access to a job referral, which is available to you, and which is a great, because, sometimes, especially if it's your first job in Canada, you might not have any person to talk to or to refer. And actually, even that one I do in my class, but I do it for people that I know that they've been consistent, they have never missed one class, and be there asking questions. In the end of the program, I tell them, if you need someone or you need me to be a reference, I would be happy to do that. So those are the things that we offer, because again, I put myself in their shoes, right? I'm an immigrant, and I know how it can be very hard to find a job, or maybe find someone to just put a good word for you so that you can get the job that you're looking for. So now I'm ready for the Q&A, and then, but as Sean just mentioned, we have another run of the class that will start in February. So I think I have it here. So yeah, starting on February the 14th. So I would highly encourage you to, register and come see. Like you honestly, you won't be disappointed. Number one, even if you're an accountant already, you have a ton of experience, but what you're going to learn will help you either, first of all, to find a job, but also will help you be more confident in your job interview, because again, we cover everything that you need to be ready. So it's job ready program that help immigrant like me. And I hope that, I'll be able to, because again, I'm speaking your language. I'm not different from you. And if I was able to make it, I have no doubt, or I have there's no reason for me to believe that you won't be able to be successful as well. So I'm going to go back to the Q&A, and I'm open to any question that you guys have for me. And yeah.
Thank you, Josie. Actually, Josie, can you just go to the last slide so that people can see on the okay? So I just got the notification that we have only one space left for the February the 14th course. But even if you're late, don't worry about it. We'll put you on the wait list. So just in case if someone drop out, whatever reason, COVID, who knows, Valentine's Day, anything else. So just yeah, please still get in touch with Song, and then we're trying to fit you in for the February the 14th class as soon as possible. No, it's not free. Some people say it's free. No, it's not free. You're getting professional training from professional accountants. So no, it's not free. But I do have something I can offer you. Is I know that many people says there are so many you can get some of those free online training courses online, and then and practice on your own. Yeah, you absolutely do that. But our course are instructor led, right, Josie?
Yes, and I can even, just to echo what you just said, yes, you're going to have free training, but I don't know if you just remember, like what I just said, it's not just about the training, it's everything that comes with it. You just saw the 101, mentorship, that's one. And especially in my class, people, we invite people, experts to help you, with your resume, with how to ACE interview in Canada, because, again, like for instance, accounting and finance, the same thing, right? Universal. But I noticed that in all of the class that I have taught in the previous year, like the terminology that I'm going to use in here is different from what you use back home. So those are the things that you really don't want to throw the hiring committee off when you go into the interview. They were expecting someone who already know how things are run. So that's number one. Also, the fact that, for instance, as I said, like if you're looking for referral, yes, you can get a free class online, but that class won't help you with a referral, right? Like if you need someone to put a good word for you. So Yes. So anyway, I think that also hearing from people like myself and other people the teachers as well, getting insights. They said information is the key. It's not about what you know, it's who you know, and networking that helps a lot in Canada.
Yeah. Okay. So the next question is, how is this course different from, say, college course? Like if I want to go to accounting a certificate or diploma.
So the difference between going to college and this class is for you if you're looking for a quick shot, right? So yeah, it doesn't say that if you take the program, you won't be able to go to the college. College will help you in the long term, mid and long term, your long-term goal. But if you're looking for something quick to be able to go to the job interview in the short term, that is what the program is for, because it prepares you to be ready to get a job in the short term. And then after that, once you get in the job, and I can guarantee you that maybe after 1 year, you might, be like, okay, now I'm ready for my next move. I want to move to another position or like higher level. So then that's where you're going to need college, because usually college is at least 2 or 3 years program.
Yeah. And I, if I may add, Josie, is our training is very comprehensive and practical.
Yes.
And not only that, like you said earlier, one of the biggest advantages, once the training is complete, they also going to get a one-on-one session with like a professional like me or someone from my team that will do a counseling with you. Now, you know that a lot of people, well, I'm gonna divert out of this course and go to job hunting. Is a lot of times it's not the resume that's going to get you a job, or if you do fail, it's not in the resume stage. If you do fail, usually it's in your interview stage. Why? Because you were not prepared for the interview. There's a lot of things that we can teach you to avoid a landmine that you can, so that you don't self-destruct in the interview. That's number one. And number two is also with our help, you understand the job better. So what are their employers? What are their requirements? So by preparing yourself for that job interview, your chance of success is much, much greater than your chance of failure. One more thing is anyone that we work with, we can be your reference as well, especially if you're new to Canada, because we work with you already. We kind of have a good idea about who you are. So when we do job referral, we are already putting the good word for you. So we are already endorsing you as a reference. And that, Josie, you probably know, that's almost like priceless. Anyway, so the next question is, will the job be in English and French, or is it English on what language would it be training be in?
So the language, it's in English, and all of our instructors. But yes, even my class is, even though I speak French, the class is in English. Now, if you want to know whether the job, but Canada is bilingual country, right? So, and if you're looking for instance, I don't know where you want to, you are, right now in Canada, but like if you go to Quebec is French, Ottawa is bilingual. So yes, you might, depending on where you're again located. If you're located in Quebec, it's easy for you to find job in French. However, I would highly recommend that you trying to maybe also, for sure, finding a job in French will be easy again, depending on where you're located. But being bilingual is even better, because now you're opening kind of, you have access to more opportunity because you'll be able to work in both languages.
Yeah, here's a question. La formation est pour les comptables. Is this training strictly for accountant?
Yes, it's accounting and finance. So, if you're looking for pure accounting, financial analyst position, that's pretty much, because everything that we covered is more related to accounting and finance.
No, I think what it meant is, do they need to be an accountant first before they take this course?
Oh, okay. Well, because I remember I have in my class in the past, I have some students, they don't have any background in accounting, but so they can take it, but they might find it because, the terminology. So it depends on how the person is learning. Because even the last class that I had, someone
Mhm.
who came from a different, a different background took the class, and she enjoyed it, by the way. So
Mhm.
the quick answer would be no, but you have to put the effort on it.
Yeah. You know what's really funny is I was told that many people that a lot, well, not many, but there are a few CPAs where their first degree is actually engineering or science.
That's true.
After that, then they went to, so the fact is if you have these good in math or mathematical logics and things like that, you're welcome to take this course. I mean, I didn't study. Well, I took a couple of accounting courses, but I'm a science major person. But certainly, when I look at the account, I was always strong in math. So every time when I look at these these spreadsheets, these financial statements, it never scares me because it's so long as that you love numbers. I guess it's good to do that. You don't
But
need to be a certified or professional accountant to take this course.
no, and by the way, I say that all the time to the students. You don't, and it depends of your goal. If you want to go to the CPA, go for it. But you first of all, you have to know what you want. And just to echo what you just said, Sean, when I went to school, actually, I wasn't planning to become an accountant. I wanted to graduate in HR. So just to tell you that, yes, it's true. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. You'll see whether you like it. It's about whether you like it, and it's something that you want to do.
Okay, and how long is this training? How is every evening, and it's Eastern time. By the way, all the training is online. So even if you're outside of Canada, so long as that you're able to adjust to the training. Like for example, I want to give someone an example. If somebody is saying, "Oh, if it's a nighttime, it's going to be very tough for us to join." Well, I tell you one thing. In our current class, the one I finished last week, another training, we have somebody from Africa that joined. And when the class starts, it's actually 4 a.m. local time. But this student still join
Yeah,
4 a.m. every morning for 2 weeks.
yeah.
Okay, for 2 weeks, for the training that was completed last week. So, yes, is it an inconvenience? Definitely is inconvenience. But the thing is that what is 2 weeks of inconvenience compared to your fulfilling your lifetime dream of coming to Canada,
Yeah.
right? So, Jose, how long is this training? How many weeks?
I have to count the weeks, but I think it's really condensed, right? So it's a five. The class is kind of spread over the week. I think the only time, so it's 6 days, if I'm not mistaken. It's 6 days, but it's like need to just check, but it's more than kind of 3 months. 3 months, if I'm not mistaken. Kingos can correct me, but it's like a 3 months program. And I also want to add that last class I had students from South Africa, Cameroon, Morocco, Algeria, and they also have the same time difference. And the program wasn't for 2 weeks; it was the entire, and they were always there. And again, because that is the price that you have to pay if you are looking for a better life, a better job, and also you want something to provide better mean for your family.
Yeah. So I just want you to know is listen, for those of you that's listening right now, is like, oh, how come they don't even know that? Because we are constantly adjusting the time. Because we are constantly adjusting. Last class, it was 4 weeks. Okay. And then we get feedbacks from the instructor, feedback from the student. Also, the most important part is we get feedback from the employer as well. Now, I have to tell you, our training is extremely practical. Okay, things change in the market, we will adjust our course. Like in my colleges, when they do planning these curriculums, usually it's they don't change curriculum for at least 3-4 years at a time, if they do that. But whereas us, we can adjust it as we go so that it will meet the most practical and most in-demand skills. So this time I just sent a quick message to our program coordinator to see how long is this class is going to last, and I'll let everyone know. Thank you for all the sharp listener out there. Thank you for pointing that out. Yes, and please get in touch with song.g@g-tac.ca. Okay, and then he will provide you with all the information that we have. Now, I'm a CPA from Australia. And do I need to convert to CPA? Well, this is more CPA. Are you comfortable with CPA questions, Josie?
When it comes to CPA from outside, no, but I can, it's better to reach out to CPA Ontario if you're coming to Ontario, or the CPA of the province that you're going. I think they would be better to they are in a better place to answer the question.
Well, thank you, Josie. So on that note is, yes, we are a partner with CPA Ontario and CPA BC. In fact, CPA BC will be doing 3 workshops this year in 2022. We already signed a contract. So I think the first one's probably going to be April. So all of you that's interested to attain CPA designation here in Canada. Now, remember, in Canada, we call it Chartered Professional Accountant. Whereas in the US, their CPA stands for Certified Public Accountant. So it's a 2 different designations. So in Canada, it's Chartered Professional Accountant. So all of you that's interested in obtaining a Canadian certified CPA, please keep an eye on our upcoming events. We will have CPA, either CPA BC or CPA Ontario, that will be doing a lot of workshops throughout 2022. Okay. Now, I have an engineering degree. Yes, I think we talked about that already. Let me see. Well, this is about jobs. I have over 17 years, mostly in public accounting as an auditor. Are there any jobs that we can transition to in Canada besides accounting? So if I was in the accounting profession for 17 years, is there any jobs in Canada besides accounting that I can transfer my skill to?
Well, that's a great question in the sense that
great question. Yeah.
I remember, and the reason why is because, as I mentioned earlier, I wanted to, my first choice was graduating and becoming an HR person. But then, I fell in love with accounting and everything. And the reason why is because I knew, and even, we were receiving people coming to talk about the accounting, CPA. And the reason why is because I knew that even if you're an accountant, it's easy for you to transition from accounting to other jobs rather than doing the other way. So vice versa, like if you're HR, for instance, and you graduated, you have the degree in master's in HR, I don't think that would be possible for you to find a job in accounting world when you're ready to move either in a public accounting or even corporate accounting. Whereas if you're an accountant, you will be easy to transition to even work for HR if you want to. And there are a lot of my colleagues, they are, CPAs, and now they work as a people talent manager or, anything related to HR. So the answer is yes, you can transition. It will be easier for you to find a job in any other industry rather than the other way around, because the other way around, you have to go through the whole process and training before you'll be able to find a job.
Thank you, Josie. And Tricia, let me just share something very, very public with everyone. Like, for example, I mentioned earlier, I'm a science major. I have never worked a day as a scientist in my professional career. Okay. Or besides cooking, there's a little bit of experiment that you do, but no, it's up to you. What are your transferable skills? Okay. If you have the will, you can just do. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying that, for example, you want to transition, you want to be a doctor. Well, even that, you might still able to do it, but if you have to put a lot of work and a lot of years of studies in Canada, if you want to become a doctor in Canada, medical doctor in Canada. But all this to say is, you are the only obstacle to whatever career you want to transition to. Okay, Trisha, this is something that's really, when I read this, by the way, for all of you that's listening right now, you know, this is kind of question that you guys need to, this is kind of question that's really, it's something that's really gets, it touches me personally, you know, like, it's like, I want to share these with you guys. So Trisha, actually, you know what, if you want, you can get in touch, trying to get in touch with me. I'll be happy to have a chit chat with you about career transition. Okay. I would like to know, how can I obtain an accreditation to be certified? Well, okay, that's a question for CPA BC, CPA Ontario. So we're gonna talk about that. Oh, I'm a beginner English level. I'm a French speaker. I'm a beginner English level. Would I be able to take this course?
Of course, and the answer is yes, because again, even in the previous class that I had, like just the one that we just finished, there are people who they are French speaker and they are beginner English as well. But the reason why they took the class is because they wanted to be able to find a job in, be open to the other side, be able to be they wanted to become a bilingual. And the class actually helps you because you're gonna be able to know the terminology, everything that we said in English. So, and it's easy, yes, and you learn as you go, and you also improve your English, right? So that will help you. So the answer is yes. And also just wanted to add, Sean, because you mentioned, you know, all of the questions that they are asking, that's also something that we provide. So for instance, in my class, so I answer a lot of questions that you might have about, you know, your career, what's going on in Canada. So that's another, again, additional bonus by, you know, joining the program, because we don't just, you know, teach everything, but we also here as a mentor, because even me, as of today, I have mentors. I have people that I go to, I look up to improve myself. So having someone that is ahead of you, and maybe you're looking to do the same thing, it's very helpful, and you won't find it elsewhere than in this type of training and program.
Okay. Is this training strictly for people inside Canada?
No, because again, as I mentioned, you know, I have people from Cameroon, South Africa, and all of the Francophone countries that are taking the program because they're planning to come to Canada. And you can also take it, like if you're outside and you're not planning to come to Canada, well, I think you know, you're going to learn something to help you find a job now that the global, you are going global, right? Because of COVID, you know, you're not only, you know, restrained in your one country. So let's say you're still in Africa, you're in Cameroon, and you're looking for maybe finding a job in Canada, and it's a remote job. Well, that's the best place, because you're going to learn and be able to find a job without leaving your country.
Okay. How about I study accounting in school, but I have never had work experience as an accountant. Would I be able to take this course?
Yes, the answer is yes, because you already have the background. And for that note, look, after taking that, you might now find a job as a junior accounting, or you know, something at the beginning to help you now have the practical, you know, aspect, so that you'll be able to grow.
Okay, we have a question is in French, and let's talk about the nursing. So I'm going to answer that. Is yes, if you have any questions about the nursing and the nursing jobs, by all means, please, s'il vous plaît, please register for the 2 workshops coming up on Tuesday. Mardi prochain, c'est en anglais, et jeudi prochain, c'est en français. Okay, s'il vous plaît. That's if you have any questions on these nursing, anything related, please join that workshop, and they will be able to answer those questions. Again, those are regulated profession. I don't think, well, certainly I'm not qualified to answer those questions. I'm not sure about Josie. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. So each class is from Each class is 90 minutes. Is that it?
Yes, it's so from the class, it's from 8:30. Yes, no, 8 to 9:30.
Yes.
But so for instance, in my class, we always go overtime because I'm here to answer any questions, whether related to a class or I always like to help my students as much as I can at my best of the knowledge and helping them grow, right? Because again, it's not just about the training; it's also helping them, in any aspect of it. So yeah, but normally the class is from 8 to 9:30.
Okay. No, this is not a certified course. It doesn't mean that you take this course, you qualify for some credits for a CPA or no, this is not a certified course. Okay. So just so you know, this is coming from Sadio. No, this is not a certified course. Okay.
So Sean, I'm seeing in the chat, someone like a lot of people are saying they are interested in the program, so they are asking Song. But what I would suggest is because that's why we we leave the contact information. If you can maybe take a picture and then trying to reach out to Song, because as Sean said, we're almost full for this program, but at least if you're on the waiting list, and I have, the class, actually, I have the schedule open. So yes, it's 2 to 3 months. And then so we go over time. So at least reach out to Song. You have his contact here, phone number, and also email address, and then he will be able to help you and register.
Okay, good. Let me see. To the more excavator to find a job in Canada. No, okay. I'm using the training. Please Song to go. Okay, detail. Yeah. So when you do write to Song, please try to write in English. I mean, use. I mean, these translation apps are so popular. I'm sure it doesn't matter even if you're Cameroon or you're in Algeria or Morocco. I'm sure you can just take your whatever you want to write in French, just put it in some kind of translation mode and then send it in English to Song, because it's easier, because he gets a lot of emails. So trying to make it simple for him. And even though, don't worry about grammar or whatever, so long as we get the idea, that's fine. Okay, we'll get back to you. Sorry about that. No, we do not have. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Sean. I just what I wanted just to say is, and that's what I use, because again, I'm bilingual, but I work 90% of the time, or 98% of the time in English, then French. But in order to now do the financial statements in English and everything, I just put it in the chat, the best translation, that they can use. I put it Depot. If you guys can use that, so if you're French, you can just type your question or whatever you're looking for, and then in this one, it will be translated in English for you, and you can just send it to Song, and he will be able to answer. And then if you get the answer, you do the same thing. You put it in DeepL, and it will give you the answer. And that is actually for all the financials here. If you use this one, if it's related to that.
Okay. Well, actually, can you repeat that in French for all the French listener?
Oui. Oh, by the way, hi, bonjour, Samir. Like, I have one fellow friend and student who is also in that, and he just took the program, so he's just saying hi to me. And bonjour tout le monde. Ben, c'est ça. Donc, si vous voulez utiliser que vous ne parlez pas anglais, alors ça serait préférable. Je viens de mettre dans le chat le logiciel que moi j'utilise pour traduire mes états financiers, des choses comme ça, parce que je travaille plus en anglais qu'en français. Alors, des fois, même moi, pour me retrouver. Alors, si vous utilisez ce logiciel-là, ça va vous aider. C'est mieux que Google Translation, mais au moins, ça va vous permettre c'est-à-dire poser la question que vous voulez poser ou bien tout ce que vous voulez dire à Song en tapant en français. Puis après, vous copiez, puis vous l'envoyez à Song, et puis vous faites vice-versa. So, ça va vraiment vous aider. Puis en même temps, gardez-le pour tout le temps, parce qu'effectivement, si vous voulez travailler dans les deux langues, des choses comme ça, c'est vraiment important. Puis c'est très, très utile. Moi, je l'utilise tout le temps.
Okay, merci, Jose. Will company employ CPA who is not a CPA candidate? No, I'm sorry. It's CPA is a very, very distinguished designation here in Canada. So if a company is looking for a CPA, that means say by that's because there's a lot of things only CPA can do. They need to sign the financial statement and everything else. So it's like a can foreign doctor perform practice in Canada? No, you have to be certified as a Canadian by like Canadian doctor. So doctor, engineers, CPAs, those are all or lawyers. Those are all regulated. So unless you're licensed in Canada, no, you can work as an accountant, but you cannot work as a CPA, right?
Yeah.
So let me see. Fun, you know what's really funny is you know, I'm not a CPA, Josie, but I feel like I know all about CPA because my wife is a CPA, right? You know, so I just know everything from everything, how hard it is to get to that degree, all the hours of work, the studies, the preparation for the exams. Oh my God, luckily she only have to go through once. Yeah. Yes, you can be linked to Canadian. Well, so for those of you that's looking for a link to Canadian employer, this is something that G-TAC do as well. Okay. In fact, right after this, I have 2 hours of assessments with foreign talents that's already been set. It's for people that has a professional talent, mostly in IT sector. And I'm actually gonna interview them. And if they fit, then I will present them to employers so that the employer will, if they get hired, they will be sponsored and come to Canada to work. First, work as a temporary foreign worker with a full work permit visa, and then after 12 months, they can apply for PR, and the chance of them getting PR is very, very high. So yes, we do that. GTAC does that as well. So unfortunately, is my domain of specialty is in ICT sector. So if you're a chip designer, if you're design ASICs or FPGA design engineer or design verification engineer or firmware engineer, embedded software engineer, senior software engineer, I guess you see where I'm going. Oh, 5G 5G telecom engineer, that's in NR, OR. So all these regulations, or if you're into autonomous vehicle, that if you know AutoSAR, all these, please get in touch with GTAC, and then I will be able to give you an assessment, free 30-minute assessment to see if you qualify. If you do, then we will continue with work with you and to get you set you up, link with employers. So this is for obviously for all the people outside of Canada that does not have a status, okay, and that are planning to move to Canada. In fact, 2 of my clients right now, they just signed the offer and they are making their way preparation to come to Canada. They should be here. Well, they're very smart. They don't want to come here during the winter. I don't know why, but I don't know why, but they want to come when the water is warmer. Anyway, so let's go on with how are we doing on time, Josie?
Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm here for you. The only thing is because I'm also trying to follow the chat, and I see that a lot of people are asking the price, how much the training costs. And
Yep.
it looks like someone says they don't want to disclose. I know there's no, it's not about not wanting to disclose. We are here to help you guys. So I don't know, Sean, whether they should contact Song to get the answer. Or...
Yes, just contact Song.
For some reason I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Sorry, just please, for all of you, yes, there's a fee to just contact Song because it's not everyone that we are gonna accept. We need to assess you first to see that if you're gonna be benefited from this course, okay? So just, by the way, just so you know, is the cost is very, very reasonable, okay?
I agree.
So don't worry too much about it. Yeah, we are a social enterprise, so it's okay. Yeah, well, we answered that question already. Yes, we know you're French speaker and you're beginner in English, and Josie has top people like that, so that's not a problem. And of course, obviously, the benefit of it is if you do speak French and if you do have some issues, you can always talk to Josie privately, or and she'll be happy to answer you in French. By the way, I'm curious, where is French your mother tongue?
Yes, so my first language is French.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. My second language is French.
Oh, but
Yeah.
I love it. I love when you're speaking in French.
No, it's all these French, the Quebecois, it's more like street accent anyway. So so let me see, just say that I see sort of making the work in Canada. So what a marketing customer service sector. Maria, I'm not sure what you mean by marketing or customer service sector, but I mean, what about it? Certainly just about all sectors in Canada are indeed in need of people, even truck drivers. I mean, in Quebec alone, the latest publication, it says that they need 25,000 truck drivers. That's right, 25,000 truck drivers. Okay, so just everything see, everything is regulated. It's not like me, I decided to be a truck driver, I just go get in the truck. No, you have to go through training courses, thousands of dollars to be certified as a truck driver, and then with also you need some road time and things like that. So so every sector needs people. Oh, by the way, we will have Tangerine on Meet the Employer on February the 17th, and they are in desperate need for people in marketing and customer service. Okay, so Tangerine is a bank that's owned by Scotiabank here in Canada. Okay, let's see what else is there. What else is relative? What is your contact information? I have a relative who wants to immigrate to Canada. He's in engineering. Oh, okay. I tell you what, for those of you that's really interested, can we Jinhong, can we move to the last slide, the info at GTAC.ca? There you go. So anyone that's interested in our immigration service or finding employment so you can come to Canada, or sorry, the employer sponsor employment service, please call info at g-tac.ca, info at g-tac.ca. Okay, so you guys can do that right now. And what else is there? I have if somebody with finance background, they can benefit from this course, right, Josie?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. What else there? Yes, we do that. We do sponsor a visa. So what else? So I'm curious. You have, which came first, MBA or CPA?
CPA. So well, after I did my undergrad, and then after that I went straight to do the CPA. But yes, then because my goal was to become a CFO, that was my dream. So I knew that in order to be CFO, I needed to broaden my expertise, not just to focus on the finance and accounting side. So that's why I went and then I did my MBA.
Okay. Did you do all that in Canada?
Yes, all 3 years. I studied in Canada.
Okay. Wait. Sorry. This is the dumbest question. I shouldn't even ask this in front of the public, but everybody knows that I'm so straight and I ask things just like I'm known to put speaker on the spot there. Are you in Ottawa?
Yes. So yes,
okay. Okay, so well, these days I tell you, you never know. When I have meeting with employers and they have 3 or 4 people on the team that come during the meeting, one's in California, one's in Halifax, one is Alberta, and one's in Toronto. None of them are in Ottawa.
Well, I'm just 20 minutes from Ottawa, so I'm still in Ottawa.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Training. I have done trainings. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. You will get the certificate after you do in the training. So thanks for the reminder, Sana. I don't have core accounting experience, but working finance domain as financial analyst. This is for Shitan. Will this course help me?
So she doesn't have any core accounting or finance background.
She does not have any core accounting background.
Core accounting background. So it's well, because as a financial analyst, you do need to understand the financial statements and also everything going in the background so that you can, prepare the financial statements and analyze it for management, right? So yes, that is actually because now you're going to be able to benefit from what we do as an accountant in order to make sure that the financial statements are ready for you to move on and do your job. So the answer is yes.
Okay. What's ACCA certification? Are you familiar with that?
No, but I think I think that's from UK, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, all international. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I have students in my class that are like a ACCA, yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Sorry. Okay, I'm just because people is asking for associate charter certified accountants. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, so no, the CPA Canada is listen. We don't want to give you any wrong information, so please stay tuned. I think the first CPA workshop will be in April because March we are relatively full, but we'll see if we can schedule something in March. We will. Okay, so just stay tuned because this is definitely a very, very hot topic. So here it is. Oh, there's a big question here. Where did it go? I saw earlier. Okay. I apologize if I'm asking a question that's already been answered. I'm a member of CPA Ontario and currently in search of employment through the employer route for immigration. Please, is this a service you render? And if yes, can you please point me to where I can get further information? Merci beaucoup. Now I assume, okay, I'm a member of CPA Ontario. Yuwim, I'm not sure. Are you currently in Canada or you're outside of Canada? Okay. But I guess, Josiane, if somebody is it doesn't matter if CPA Ontario, CPA is CPA.
Yes.
But the thing is that if they're currently CPA, they already got their CPA designation, Canadian CPA designation, and they're still outside of Canada. Would they be able to apply for jobs? Would employers have any issue hire them?
Like, I don't I've been in a couple hiring committee. No, I don't think so. It depends on the job that the person is looking for. So if it's a remote job, no problem and it depends on the employer. Some now employers, they want like a remote job, that's fine. And if they're okay with the situation, it can be also hybrid. So if it's hybrid, that might be a problem because they want you to, yes, maybe work a couple of days from home, but they also want you to be in the office to sign documents or do other stuff. So no, and so it depends. Now the question will be what she's looking for in terms of job. Is she looking for remote job, which I think in her situation, because we don't know when she will be in Canada physically, so might be the best way to go. And congratulations on being a CPA. And also another thing that people benefit in the program, because I share a lot of other ways to find a job, not just accounting. There are other things that we talk about that they may have not even considered in the process of looking for jobs. So that's another great tips that people benefit, especially in my class.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Tricia, yes, in past G-TAC webinar, you had someone explaining what the bridging units were for people with AC. Yeah, Tricia, that would be the CPA. That's the CPA-BC that actually did that. So yes, as I said before, either CPA-BC or CPA Ontario, they already confirmed. It's just that we have to finalize on the dates of their workshop. So there will be a series of a CPA related workshop coming up between in 2022, quite a bit of a CPA related workshop. So and now that I see that there's a few people asking about it, so we thank you. You see, this is the whole idea. Now we might fast track. Now we might fast track so that we can get the people to get the people on. Optometrists, yes, we have had people that ask that question already. Optometrists, it's also a very, very regulated profession here in Canada. So this is not something that we are we'll try. I mean, it's not let's be honest, there are probably a lot more people want to go into the accounting field than being in optometrist. I don't know. Do you agree, Josie? Right? Every company needs an accountant, but not every company needs an optometrist. So no, we want to try to focus on topic that's more broad, that can touch more people, right?
Yes.
You know, it's optometrist. It's, you might as well say I want to be a heart surgeon, right? I mean, it's pretty specialized, no?
Yeah. And here we really want to, you know, as you said, because even in the middle of a pandemic, you know, a lot of people lost their jobs, but not with accounting. Actually, we are actually running off people, best talents. So, you know,
I can tell, I cannot even begin to tell you how much the shortage for I told you my wife is a CPA. She want to retire last year, but she can. So she's working this year. She planned to retire next year. Now doesn't look like her boss wants her to retire next year as well. So it's tough. It's tough. Anyway, but the thing is, what else is there? What else is it? So anyway, so there's a lot of questions. So any other questions, just send it to info@g-tac.ca. And Josie, I want to give you 60 seconds to wrap up today's session.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for coming, and I hope that you find the session very informative and get some insight to make you decide. But again, I cannot stress to you enough. I'm not, you know, again, I'm not being paid to do this. I'm doing it from my heart because that is the type of services and things that I would love someone to tell me when I came to Canada. I learned everything by myself, and I was left alone. I wish this type of program was available when I came to Canada. So honestly, trying to fast track your success in Canada in finding the job in the finance and accounting, and come, and then mingle with some people like us so that we can help you get ahead. You don't have to make all the mistakes that we have made along the way, but at least you're going to get faster to what you're looking for. So again, that's my only advice that I can give it to you guys. And I wish you all the best in your journey. And, we never know, we're going to meet somewhere. And I'm going to say that also in French. Alors, merci beaucoup d'être là. J'apprécie que vous êtes tous ici. Et comme je disais, moi, quand je suis arrivée au Canada, je n'ai pas eu accès à ce genre d'aide-là. Puis c'est ce que j'aurais aimé que quelqu'un me dise. Je n'avais pas accès à ces affaires-là. So, franchement, si ça serait quelque chose que vous devez considérer. Ça, c'est pas juste le programme, c'est pas juste la formation, mais c'est tout ce qui vient avec le mentorat, trouver quelqu'un qui peut répondre à vos questions, vous aider à vraiment acheminer puis atteindre le succès que vous voulez, puis rendre aussi tout le cheminement d'être au Canada plus facile pour vous, et aussi l'opportunité de pouvoir travailler partout. Donc, j'espère vraiment que vous allez prendre le temps de réfléchir puis vous êtes intéressé. Puis comme je disais en anglais, on ne me paye pas pour être ici. Je suis là parce que effectivement, c'est quelque chose comme ça que j'aurais aimé faire c'est-à-dire avoir accès à ce genre de service-là. Alors, je vous souhaite beaucoup de courage, bonne chance dans tout ce que vous faites. Et puis, on ne sait jamais dans la vie, on va peut-être se rencontrer quelque part. Bonne journée, puis à bientôt.
Okay. Thank you, Josiane. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this morning. Thank you all, and we look forward to see you next Tuesday for the OMBs about nursing practitioner, how you can move to New Brunswick and what are some of their desperately needed health worker positions there in New Brunswick. So on Tuesday, February 1st from 9 to 10, 15 a.m., it will be in English. And on Thursday, it will be in French, OK? Les ateliers semaine, mardi prochain, c'est en anglais, et jeudi prochain, c'est en français, OK? Thank you all for joining us. Have a great weekend. Bonne fin de semaine, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Sean. Thank you so much. You did a great, awesome job. Made my life
Okay, then.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.